This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
It's about to get underway. It's a qualifying race coming out of turn number 4. Green flag in the air. We're underway. Advantage coming out onto the backstretch.
Nice move by Joey Coulter down on the inside. How about, look at Tracy Hines all the way at the bottom.
Trying to find grip. Hines goes down right up against the inside wall, trying to make the pass. 3 and 4 wide as they go by.
Hines has been down there all throughout practice, so he's comfortable on the bottom of the racetrack, and he's making some pretty good ground down there. He's able to hold side by side with Joey Coulter and maybe even edge ahead of Coulter.
As you said, he doesn't even try to go up in front of him. He just tries to make some time on the bottom. You see Joey Coulter up on the high side.
Hines, one of the locked-in drivers. Again, the ones that are racing to try to advance that are not locked in. Kenny Schrader, J.R. Hefner, and the 07 of Jimmy Weller.
Guys, remember, whoever wins this heat race will start on the pole tonight as Dave Blaney tries to get it, but he's into Hefner.
Little contact made as they come out of 4, crossing the stripe.
It's like that Blaney heard you say the winner is going to start on the pole, Rick. He went for that spot hard down into turn 3 and couldn't hold it off of Hefner.
The hat across the top of your screen is going to display who's locked in, who has the position to advance, which is yellow, and right now Kenny Schrader has the yellow chiclet just in front of his driver name and number, and the red numbers mean they will have to come through the last chance qualifier to advance.
And remember now, this is not just to qualify for this race and advance. This is where you're going to start. The guy that wins this race will start on the pole tonight. The guy that finishes second will start 6th in the main event tonight.
They continue to work through 3 and 4. Schrader still holding on to the top spot, continuing to run right up against the wall. J.R. Hefner also following suit.
And look at Hefner closing on Schrader off turn 2. He's not giving up. He held off a fierce battle from Blaney, and now he's closing in on Schrader. He can taste locking himself into this race.
And I can tell you right now, I said it wrong, because if J.R. Hefner finishes second, he will not start 6th in this feature. He will go and revert to the last chance qualifier.
Here comes the 19, looking at the inside of Hefner. Hefner just under 2 laps of racing. If he wants to get into the A main feature through this qualifying heat, he's going to have to get by the 52 of Schrader.
Look at him gain on Schrader. He knows he's got to make that move, and he's got his tongue hanging out trying to catch him.
White flag in the air one more time around. Schrader's got to hold off Hefner to lock himself in and win the pole for the feature.
Kenny Schrader does a lot of dirt track racing throughout the season.
Blaney going for the bottom so he could grab that spot from Hefner, try to slide up in front of him. Not going to make it.
It's going to be Ken Schrader winning the first qualifying heat race.
Awesome job of spot. Damn, he kept me out of trouble through the whole thing.
A little tongue-in-cheek there out of Ken Schrader.
A lap just to straighten their trucks out.
That's precision driving. That's their plan. They hang it out. It gets a little bit too far hung out like that. The wall straightens it up, and you keep on going. How cool is that, seeing these trucks sideways like that?
Landers still holding on to that top spot.
I think Landers is looser than he wants to be. Look how far that thing gets swung out.
And bounces off the wall yet again. Look at Darrell Wallace Jr. Bubba on the inside.
Look at the inside, trying to take the spot away. Now trying to find some grip down low. Landers up high.
Oh,
he's going to go around.
Can he keep
Wallace
it going?
spinning.
Oh!
Will they throw the caution? The caution does come out. And again, caution flag laps do not count in the 8 laps of these qualifying races.
Doesn't look like Bubba made very much contact. I doubt very seriously that he comes off the racetrack.
No, he's good. If that was practice, we'd have just kept going. That's the way things went throughout. Pluto a chance to dive on the inside of Landers.
They will line them back up again. Here's another look at Darrell Wallace Jr. going around.
He was trying to make that middle groove work.
That's the same way he was running out next.
Coming out of turn number 4. Green flag back in the air.
Adcock was a winner most recently in May here at this racetrack. There's Crafton again, right against the inside wall.
Trying to find some grip down low. The 88 of Matt Crafton. Side by side with Landers as they go into 3.
And look at Paludo. He's trying to nose his way in there as well, but look at Crafton down on the bottom.
Crafton's finding some grip. He leads that lap. Crafton out in front here with 1 to go. go. White flag hasn't gone yet.
Now here comes Landers on the outside. He's going to make his way back up beside and past Crafton.
Crafton down low, trying to find that grip. This time by, the white flag will fly.
Landers in the wall again. Some aluminum came off of that truck. Crafton may be able to beat him to the line.
Half a truck length, the advantage for Landers when they cross the stripe. Down the backstretch they go. Landers with the advantage. Crafton goes up high now, moving up to second. Landers looking to advance and lock up the second starting position in tonight's A-main feature. Out of turn number 4, Jared Landers wins qualifying heat race number 2.
Look at Bubba Wallace. He passed 3 trucks and made his way back up to the 4th.
He knows that's his only chance.
This is for the transfer spot of the non-locked-in trucks. Kyle Larson has the position now. He's running 3rd in this one. Timothy Peters out front. Brendan Gaughan running 2nd. Kyle Larson is 3rd.
Yeah, lost in all of this is the fact that Timothy Peters has driven off from the field.
Timothy Peters running a great race. Great qualifying race. Just under 2 laps to go as Timothy Peters out in front. Brendan Gaughan running 2nd. Kyle Larson has taken the transfer spot away from Bowles running 3rd.
Oh,
Hornaday slides right up in front of the 29 of Blaney.
We saw exactly how a slide job works, and we just saw how one is not supposed to work.
It was very close. White flag in the air. One more time around for Timothy Peters.
Look at Peters. Got that truck plenty tight. He's not all out of whack like we saw Jared Landers. He's just marching away from these boys.
That last lap, Kyle Larson was 0.3 of a second faster than the next fastest truck on the racetrack.
Here comes Timothy Peters. Peters will win his qualifying race. And Kyle Larson will advance to the feature.
But there was some drama there. He had to work his rear end off to grab that spot away, but he showed his dirt racing experience. Classic move to grab that transfer spot.
Did the slide job the first time. Coming out of turn number 4, Kenny Wallace trying to hold up the 31 of James Busher. 2 to go.
And remember, every finishing position, if it's a truck that makes the field, that's worth 5 starting spots in the feature.
Look at this.
Here they come, lined up. 4 trucks, nose to tail down the backstretch. This time by, they'll see the white flag. Can Kenny Wallace hang on? Here comes Busher, right on his back bumper. Gresham still holding on to the transfer spot. White flag in the air, 1 to go. Down at the bottom of the track goes Austin Dillon, trying to take the position away from the 8 of Max Gresham.
Didn't work that time. We'll see if Austin tries it again down here in 3 and 4.
Busher's going to give her a shot down to the bottom.
Busher goes to the bottom of the track. Can he hang on to it? Dillon's also down there. Coming out of turn number 4, race car driver Kenny Wallace wins at Eldora.
And Max Gresham transfers, finishes in that 3rd spot and has him a spot in the feature.
I think right now Newman knows that he's in danger there. If that didn't turn out like it did just then, he may be out of the transfer spot.
Less than 2 laps to go. Ty Dillon working the bottom of the racetrack. Johnny Sauter up against the wall as they go by. Jeff Burton holding on to the number 1 spot as they come out of turn number 4. This time by, white flag in the air, 1 more time around.
Looks like Newman's going to make 1 more run at Burton.
Looking at the inside, trying to get that position as they go through 1 and 2. Will he try the slide job on the final turn? As they go down the backstretch, Newman making the move. Contact, though, between Ty Dillon and the 98 of Sauter. Those 2 fighting for the spots. Coming out of turn number 4, Jeff Burton sideways as he wins qualifying race number 5.
Yeah, baby.
Ty Dillon
Great
got
job.
by
Great
the
job.
98 of Sauter. And Benning, they are your top 5 trying to transfer. Here comes Blake Greenfield. He puts the bumper to the 57 again. 2 laps of racing to go.
Greenfield might not have liked the way that Benning performed that slide job, and he might think that he's owed him a shot. It'll be interesting to see what Clay does on this last lap.
We'll see if he can get to it. Here he comes. He's going down hard. They make contact. Norton sideways. Blake Greenfield sideways. The white flag flies 1 more time around.
Norton's holding on to her.
Jimmy Weller's right there, the 07. That is the battle. 57 right now has it for 5th.
Here comes Norm Benning trying to make it into the most historic truck race he's ever been a part of. In front of this pack, the 54, but the slide job once again by Greenfield. Can they hold on? They're door to door, side by side.
Come on,
Benning
Norm.
hangs on.
Whoa.
That's the final transfer spot.
Norm was not going to be denied.
That's what I'm talking about right there. And that's what you're going to see when they have the final 40 laps here at Eldora.
You can hear the crowd. They're louder than they've been all night.
The crowd, as that pack was coming out of turn number 4, jumped to their feet. Their arms were in the air.
Yes! Yes, that's how we felt in the booth, too. You love seeing somebody fight for something he believes, and that's exactly what Norm did.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.